There comes a moment in every gardening season when most people quietly give up. You know the one, that first surprise frost hits, or the summer heat just gets relentless, and suddenly, the garden feels more like a chore than a joy. We look at our tired plants and think, well, that was a good run, and we start dreaming about next year. But what if I told you there's a group of people whose gardens don't just survive these moments, but actually thrive through them, producing incredible harvests almost year-round? If you stay with me for the first 10 seconds, you'll understand exactly why their gardens keep producing long after others shut down for the year. It's not magic, and it's not about having some perfect climate. It's about a fundamentally different approach. The Amish build their gardens around one idea: the soil should never stop working. It's a living, breathing system that they nurture constantly, not just for a few months out of the year. They see the garden as a partner, and their goal is to keep that partner healthy, warm, and productive through every season. This isn't about expensive gear or complicated technology. It's about clever, time-tested techniques that work with nature, not against it. They've perfected the art of creating microclimates, extending seasons, and maximizing every square inch of soil. It's a philosophy of continuous production, and it's something any of us can learn from. So today we're going to dive deep into 15 of these brilliant, yet surprisingly simple, Amish gardening secrets. We're going to break down each technique, step by step, and I'll show you how you can apply them to your own garden, no matter its size. We're talking about turning your soil into a self-heating engine, building simple structures that act like mini greenhouses, and choosing plants that will work as hard as you do. By the end of this video, you won't just have a list of tips. You'll have a whole new playbook for year-round gardening, so grab a notebook and let's get started. First up is deep mulching. The Amish lay down a thick, 6 to 12-inch blanket of organic material like straw, which insulates the soil and extends the growing season. They use simple cold frames, basically a box with a glass lid, to start hardy crops like spinach and lettuce early, shielding them from those unpredictable late frosts. This one is genius. They create hotbeds by burying a layer of fresh, decomposing manure under the soil, providing a natural, gentle bottom heat for seedlings. Raised beds are key. Because they're elevated, the soil warms up much faster in the spring and holds on to that precious solar heat longer into the fall. They use windbreaks, things like a row of sunflowers or a simple fence, to create a calm, protected microclimate, shielding crops from damaging wind and rapid temperature drops. Before planting, they spread a layer of dark compost or aged manure. This dark surface acts like a solar panel, absorbing the sun's warmth and heating the soil. They practice succession planting religiously. The moment one crop is harvested, a new seedling is ready to take its place, keeping the beds constantly full and productive. Variety selection is everything. They meticulously choose cold-tolerant, bolt-resistant, and heirloom varieties that are proven to perform well in their specific local conditions and extended seasons. They are always composting. This constant cycle of adding organic matter feeds the soil biology, keeping it active, fertile, and self-sustaining, which is the garden's true engine. To enjoy the harvest for months, they use root cellars. These simple underground spaces maintain a consistent cool temperature, keeping produce like potatoes and carrots perfectly fresh. They use lightweight row covers early and often. This simple fabric cloth protects crops from pests, but more importantly, it traps heat and extends the harvest window significantly. Interplanting is a masterclass in efficiency. They'll plant a fast-growing crop like radishes between a slow-growing one like cabbage, getting 2 harvests from one space. Simple hoop houses, made from PVC pipes and plastic sheeting, are a go-to. They create a tunnel that traps warmth and humidity, protecting entire rows from cold. They prepare their garden beds in the fall, not the spring. By amending and mulching beds before winter, they are perfectly ready for immediate planting come spring. Their harvesting methods encourage continuous growth. For things like lettuce, they harvest the outer leaves, allowing the plant to keep producing from the center for weeks. So, there you have it. 15 powerful techniques to transform your garden from a short-lived summer project into a year-round source of food and satisfaction. The core idea is simple: work with nature, keep your soil alive, and think one season ahead. It's not about doing everything at once. If you apply even 2 or 3 of these methods, you'll feel the difference in your garden instantly. Maybe you start by deep mulching a bed this fall, or building a simple cold frame for next spring. Each small change builds on the last, creating a more resilient and productive system over time. This is what Amish gardening teaches us, that the garden is a continuous cycle, not a series of sprints. By nurturing the soil, protecting our plants, and planning ahead, we can break free from the traditional limits of the growing season. It's about building a partnership with your land that pays you back with fresh, healthy food long after most gardens have gone dormant. The real secret isn't in any single tip, but in the philosophy of constant care and clever, low-tech solutions that empower you to become a more self-sufficient grower. I truly hope this guide has inspired you to look at your garden with fresh eyes and new possibilities. If you found this guide helpful and want more deep practical gardening knowledge, subscribe to Nature's Fix and share this video with someone who loves growing their own food. Let me know in the comments which of these secrets you're most excited to try first. Thanks for watching, and here's to a longer, more abundant harvest.